everyone, welcome back to Sean the Dance Tutorial. Well, today we're going to be drawing a spinosaurus skull. You probably know what a spinosaurus is, so let's just get straight into it. So let's first start with like the head shape. So it's very thin, like everywhere is very thin. So let's start. The thickest part of a spinosaurus skull is right over here at the tip of its top jaw. That is where the muscle kind of comes, so it's like really thick. So a very curved line will go there. Then we'll get to the straight part, and then another curved line, and then so now after that it will go like that. It might seem weird right now, but trust me, it's gonna look better later. Okay, so now we can add the part of the top jaw. So it's like the same, very skinny. I think I made it a bit too thin, so I'm gonna quickly erase it and try again. Now you want to have a bit of room left for the tiny crest on a spinosaurus skull. So I think that's the exact same. Let's try doing this part again then. Okay, that's better. So now we have, I still think it looks a bit wonky and thin, so I'm just going to redo that. And I think this is now good. So now what we're going to do is, now we're going to add the crest. This is why you need to have some room up here for the crest. And you can see I didn't get that much room, but I could fit it in. So it's not that small, so it's not that big, so you don't need to have like that lots of room, but you still want to have some room. So now we're just going to add like the connecting part, which connects to both of the jaws. And now we're going to do the bottom jaw. So it's kind of simple. Like usually when you've got a bit of a like a rise with kind of a circle, then it stops, and then it so it basically then does the exact same thing that the top jaw did, just looking a bit more flat basically. And that's it. Just because I think we might want to make this look a bit less like very so I'm just gonna put this down. So yeah, that looks way better. Now we can do the cavities first. So we're going to do one. The cavity is a bit too big. It needs to be kind of small. I mean, this is the nose. And then we're going to do the eye. Well, yeah. And then I'm pretty sure this one's the eye. And then the tiny ear cavity. Now we're going to do the teeth. So we're going to, there are not that many teeth over here. So yeah, we're just going to add them. Now we're going to add the teeth on the bottom, and here at the bottom right here, there are a lot of teeth, so you want to add that. And now we can have the regular amount of teeth. Okay, so now we're basically done with the basic outline. Now we can add some detail. So you basically go over it, but with a thicker outline, and add some wrinkles, imperfections. This is a natural dinosaur. It's not like a piece of metal or something. It's not supposed to be very symmetrical or very straight. It's supposed to be just a dinosaur. It needs to be, so if you wanted to, you could keep it like very straight, but I'm just used to having curved lines. So let's keep on going. Okay, now I think we can wait. And you also, I'm just gonna erase that because I think it looks a bit weird with like 2 segments. So we're gonna try that again. And I think that looks a lot better. So now for the teeth, you want to add like the same tiny protrusions on some of the bigger teeth. Not all the teeth, that would be too tedious. Like around that many would be good. Okay, now we can, so that's basically the top jaw done, except for the details, except for the cavities in two. So we're just going to outline the cavities. Okay, now we can start adding detail. So we're first going to add like a tiny cavity there for the nose. Now let's start. So we're gonna have like some mottled pieces of like spots to make it look like really old. And you can see this on a lot of dinosaur skulls. So now we're gonna add like the fragments, not like cracks or something, just like the areas of where it would be broken into. And now finally for shading. Okay, so now we're just going to just shade like over here in the cavities. And we're also going to shade over here on the muzzle. And something you need to remember with the muzzle is that it's quite like has a lot of bumps and ridges. So we're gonna add that in the form of tiny speckled dots. Yeah. And now we can shade it in, because that's going to be quite shaded in. Now we're gonna add a tiny layer of shading here on the top of the jaw, and we'll just thicken the outline so it's more defined. And now we can add some shading over here, add some shading to the like, what is it called again? Not so sure anymore. And let's just add some shading over here where it overlaps. Now we're going to add some thick outlining here. I'm just going to quickly erase the original like the outline, and now we're going to just add some shading on the teeth. Okay, good. So now we've got the teeth there, now the teeth over here. Okay, now I think we're ready. Wait, we might as well call that in, and this too. Now I think we're ready to go into the bottom jaw, except I think we should just add some more features, like some dots going around where the teeth are. And then we can have some lines. And that's basically complete for the top jaw. When we get to the pen stage, then we'll add some more. So now we're going to go into the bottom jaw. So we're just going to add the first outlayer to more of a thick defined outline. Okay, now we're done with that. We're going to go into the teeth. So basically you just add some, you basically make the outlines thicker. Okay, now we are going to add some more details. So we're going to add like a line here and add some shading. And now we're going to add like the fragments again, not like cracks. It's just like the bones would be sectioned in two. And now we can add those dots again. Okay, so while you're adding this, you also want to add quite a lot more dots onto the like the very top, like over here, but not as many. And I think that shading's a bit too overdone, so I'm just going to I'm going to turn it lower. Basically, I'm going to make it basically the brightness go up. So now we can add some shading onto here. We're just going to add some quick more details. Okay, now we can start shading. So we're going to shade in the top of like the very left of the bottom jaw, and now excuse me, now we're going to shade in like those not the muscle, like the bone protrusions. I can't even say it. So I'm just going to add that, and now you can kind of shade in these details. That's it. Now, I'm gonna keep on adding. Now, I think we are ready. Wait, we'll just add some detail around here. It's looking a bit plain. Okay, now, I think we're ready to start adding pen. So, let's go get our pens. And let's do this. So, we're going to outline it like what we did in the last episode with the mosasaur. So we're just going to outline over here. So now kind of makes it look, so it makes it stand out. And that's what we want. Now we can just add some tiny imperfections on these teeth. And now we are ready to outline the rest of this. Wait a minute, I'm just going to quickly shade in these to make them sharper. Now we can add some outlining on those teeth over there. So this is like the main teeth. Those teeth are just there because it's some extra space for the teeth to go. And you want to have as many teeth if you can, so that you can grapple your prey. like the spinosaurus with its slippery fish. So now we're going to do the outline of the top jaw. Okay. Now we're going to add the outline here again, and you might see so what I did there is that I diverted it and then I had it come out of there again, so that's going to make it look a bit better. I'm just going to add some shading. Now we can do the cavities, the shading. Okay. And we'll also shade in that cavity. And now we're going to add some lines here. Okay, now we can start with. I really feel like we need to make this look a bit less plain. Okay, that's looking way better now with the added detail, and the pen just makes it look way better. Okay, so now we're just going to add some of the final touches to the top jaw. Okay, I think we're ready with the top jaw. Now let's go on to the bottom jaw. So again, we're going to start with the outline, and this time we're going to do the teeth last. So we're going to do just enhance those teeth to make them look a bit sharper. And it's okay if it looks a bit rough. That's actually recommended because that'll make it look more natural. And this is not like a robot, so it's okay to be natural. It's good to be natural, really. Now we're going to add the lower part of the bottom jaw, and now we're going to add the details, like usual. Okay, now we're adding the bone fragments, and yeah, so now we're going to add those dots. New dots, cover with some dots. You just want to make this look good and detailed and not really plain. That's what happens sometimes if you don't have like enough texture. So we're going to also add some teeth over here, just because it looked kind of plain with that being just so empty. Now we are going to start adding the shading on these parts. And we might as well, we're going to add a bit of shading on the cavities with the pen. Okay, now we are ready to do the teeth. Wait, we might just quickly add some fragments here. Over. And now we can do the teeth. So we'll just outline them like usual. Have them, some of them tipped in a bit more black than others. Like here, I'm just going to add a tiny bit of black. That one too. Now we can go over and add some more black on those teeth. Because, you know, dinosaurs didn't have toothbrushes. They didn't have toothpaste. They didn't brush their teeth. So the teeth would be quite yellow and sometimes they would be a bit black. On the Mosasaurus, its teeth were black, so nothing to worry about there while drawing that. Now that we've finished refining the teeth, now you can play around a bit and just add some extra details, the final touches. Okay, so now we are done with this area. And that also means we are done with this video. So, I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching. I'll see you later. Bye.